Okay. So that's how long she's got to get to the mic, okay? If she's any slower than that, there's going to be this slightly awkward silence between her speaking and you applauding, and that's a little bit throwing for a comedian, and because she dresses the way she does, I like to throw a fucking curveball now and again. And you'll see what I mean in a second, because it's ridiculous what she wears, and she does it all the time. I really love her, she's brilliant, but she's mental. Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise! Bring it up!
Thank you! Your mum is such a fat slag, we call her whole beast! Yeah! Right, your mama jokes are like a school playground kind of thing. I mean, back in the days, it was the answer to everything. Can I borrow a pen? Your mum. Anything interesting on TV tonight? Your mum. Miss Smith, your attitude at this school is absolutely outrageous. Your mum. I mean, your mum jokes are kind of demoralising, but it's basically the truth. I mean, it's the only reason I keep up with personal standards. When I'm running 5k around the comedy stage, all I'm thinking is, kids can't have a fat mum. When I'm having a bath, all I'm thinking is, kids can't have a stink-ass mum. When I'm shaving my beard, all I'm thinking is, kids can't have a Yeti mum. I mean, if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be standing on stage looking like Barry White and stinking of sewage. But yeah, I've lived it, and now with my mum, my kids are living it. Except when they hear, your mum, they're not exactly sure whether they're being insulted or not. I mean, I took my 3-year-old to school the other day, and his little classmate said, oh, Isra, I see your dad's dropping you up again. I thought, excuse me? I know I don't just spend, but fuck you, you little bitch. I'm a bird. Do I have to walk around with my fanny flaps flapping in the wind for these little suckers to realise? Or, Levi, I see your mum sticking her fingers down her throat and puking her guts up at the school gates. Yeah, I know, she does that. Or Orion, your mum's lying on the floor with her knickers around her ankles, rolling with white shit caked around her nostrils. What? Again? Note to self, childcare and the K-hole do not mix. I mean, I know I've been an embarrassing mum, but I think for 5 kids, I think I've been a pretty decent mum. Although social services have often tried to contend with this idea. Anyway, social services, fuck them. They're the only thing standing in the way of you having a great time with your kids. I tried to be a tattoo artist on the back of my 3-year-old, albeit there's not much skin. I was like, hold still, Ezra, I just want to get this tattoo of a naked girl holding a machine gun on point. But social services didn't like that. But I also really admire the resourcefulness of Fagin from Oliver Twist. I'd love to have a band of kids running around like delinquent thieves. But social services wouldn't like that either. Or better yet, I'll just train my kids to look after themselves so I can go on epic crack binges. But social services don't like that either. Shall I tell you why I know that? Because they tell me many times. Anyway, social services. You know what, I know I've been a terrible mum, but not as bad as some of those real fucked up mums out there. I read in the paper the other day about a mum who was caught eating part of her daughter's scalp. It's like, what the fuck? Eating your kids? I mean, you've got to be some next level of hungry to do that shit. It's like, oh, what's for dinner today? Oh, well, there's a couple of fish fingers for you, but tonight, darling, I'll be eating your fingers. You're going to have to learn to eat food with your stumps. I mean, if you're going to eat your kids, why start with the scalp? I mean, personally, I don't like hair on my food, ugh. But it's not going to be blatantly obvious to the kids' teachers. Oh, Janice, why have you not got any skin on your head today? Oh, that was my mum. She fancied a snack. I mean, you'd at least start with the arse, wouldn't you? Juicy. Not the shit part, though. Come on, I do have some standards. Yeah, what about these mums that use their kids' buggies and nappies to smuggle drugs overseas? Although customs have become accustomed to that kind of trafficking now, so they can't really get away with that. But I think using a kid to smuggle is a great idea. Why not just stuff the kid full of drugs? Yeah, plug a kilo of sniff right up that baby's arse. I'm sure you could fit at least 15 baggies up there. But it would take a pretty whack customs officer to search the baby's arse on the off chance. But yeah, my 3-year-old knocked his tooth out the other day, and I got really paranoid because you know when you bring the kids to casualty, his tooth was on the floor. Bring the kids to casualty, and you think they're gonna like suspect you of being a child abuser. So, and I got paranoid. It was like the NSPCC advert: a door, a piano, a fist. So anyway, we took him to casualty. And we got approached by 24 Hours in A&E, so I thought, yes, we're going to be on TV! And basically it was his milk tooth that got knocked out, so they decided we weren't going to be on TV because that would grow back. So I thought, fuck, we should have just beat him up a bit more. Had a starring role. And then my 9-year-old goes, oh, Mum, break my arm so that we could be on 24 Hours in A&E. So I was thinking, Jack, what kind of a mother Anyway, yo mama, I love the way my mama tries to tell me what to do 20 years after leaving home. I said, Mum, I'm training to be a mental health nurse. And she said, well, I can't see you being a nurse. I thought, excuse me, even if you think that, don't say it. You're supposed to be building me up, not breaking me down. And I said, Mum, I'm redecorating. I'm getting some black carpet to go over red, gold and green, rust-themed room. And she said, don't get black carpet. I don't like it. I said, what? Do you live here? Do you pay my bills? Don't give a fuck about your opinion. I mean, I love my mum, but she takes the piss. She said, Tash, look after the cat for me for 4 weeks. I'm going to Jamaica on holiday. See how her accent's turned from Jamaican to English. Like, Tash, look after the cat for a month. I'll be back. 10 years later, the cat's still here. It's like a decade later. I mean, me and the cat had to go around the estate putting up missing posters like, have you seen this woman? Oh, one last your mama joke. I see on Facebook your mum likes dirty dicks. Thanks, I've been your mama.